Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Star Wars Galaxy of Yeti coming to you with another. We're doing a little bit of a roster focus for Roody here, and we're gonna go and have a look see at that. I mean, obviously, Fleet looked pretty good. Just need some stars there, some star there. But he's got the General Skywalker team. Looks pretty solid. Don't really have a problem with any of those relic levels. 5 and 4 is generally about right. Decent amount of relics here. Got some relics on the bugs. Night Sisters. Karen, no Darth Revan yet. I know Darth Revan's getting worked on. Yeah, there he is. All right, let's go look at some. Let's go look at the factions and see what's going on with the stuff that's basically really relevant right now. I know you don't have this despite your love of Rose, but yeah. So you got the stars there, stars there. Looks like you're just missing Vet Han, and you're ready to go for JTR. Let's see what this looks like. Your first order. All right. It's missing obviously some starring issues. Missing 5. So you're not really close to either Galactic Legend, which is kind of what I expected, which is completely fine. Empire. There's the new Vader, with that stupid gap still under that star. They haven't fixed that at all, which is just ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, so we got Relic on Thrawn, very nice. There. Yep, pretty kind of standard stuff. Alright. It's like I remember you having good Padme. Yep. Good Shock Troopers, very nice, very nice. Shock T is great with Padme now that you've got General Skywalker, and obviously the Shock T clones offer some difference. Obviously fantastic. Jedi. Okay, just from your Jedi Revan team, just missing the relic there and maybe a little bit more gear on Hermit. Alright. Night Sisters look pretty solid. Once again, Spirit is completely worth it for PvP. So if that's something that you might want, that is worth getting. He's also on the node with Plo's ship. I don't know if you've got. I'm assuming you've got Plo fully started up, but you know. All right, let's look at your rebels. I like the relics on Han and Chewie. Pretty solid. All right. Separatists are pretty well represented. Got some much needed. Those Zetas are pretty solid over there. Right. Alright, what do we got? Treya, Nihilus, Scion. Obviously, those two need to be. That needs to be at least G11, and then these need to be started up, and she definitely needs to be G12 while you can. Alright, so working on the. Okay. Well, I mean, that's kind of it. We can have a little gander at some of his speeds and see where the sets are. Pretty predictable. Revan's the fastest. 141, decent. We got Smexy Rexy. 138, pretty solid. It's like 1 speed off of what I keep. Thrawn should be up there. It's nice. 125, 295. That's a solid Thrawn right there. That'll get in front of a lot of people. Shock T at 100 is still pretty fast. Yeah. I don't think Echo needs to be all that fast. No, I wouldn't have that set on Echo. Yeah, I'd want an offense arrow here, a 60 offense arrow here. With Echo, you can go. I would probably go with crit chance on the secondary set. Crit damage, crit chance. I mean, that's a pretty solid set. You don't need that speed on Echo. Echo doesn't need to be that fast. Echo and 5s really don't need to be fast. The only clone that I can argue for being very fast besides Rex is this motherfucker right here. This guy could be really fast. So, like, yeah, I mean, you've got the offense arrow here. I mean, nothing wrong with having him slow and do a lot of damage. But for the most part, Having Arc go. Uh, I mean, it. I mean, Arc's one of those ones that I like. I mean, you can have Arc slow and you can have Echo slow. You don't need Echo fast. Let's be very clear on that. You don't need Echo fast. The whole idea of the team is the team gets sped up by Rex, and they get cracking that way. I mean, Fives doesn't need to be fast at all because of the TM Zeta, which you've got. So yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, 150,000 is perfect. Lots of armor. So that's something that I would adjust. I don't genuinely don't think that needs to be up there that way. I would much rather have, say, a faster Bastila Shan Fallen than Echo. That's for sure. And I mean that literally just should go almost without saying. But all in all, I don't really see any issues. Ooh, well, I mean, Hermit obviously will get faster when he gets a little bit more gear on him. 84. You want to get about 100 set on Hermit. It's really important for Hermit to go pretty quickly in the battle. You don't want him waiting too long. The rest of that all seems pretty standard, pretty straightforward. Like you're in this weird spot where you've got everything, like all the main stuff except for Darth Revan and Malak. And I know that you've just got General Skywalker and you spent all your getting General Skywalker up. Yeah, I mean, Malak at 5 and 6 stars isn't a showstopper, but Darth Revan is such a good team on offense. And if you do get Malak, even at G11, Malak is pretty useful. I mean, he's prone to getting one shot against teams like Padme and JKR and stuff like that because Yoda or Anakin can smack him. You wouldn't be able to use your Darth Revan on, say, like a General Skywalker because, once again, he's going to die too fast. But other than that, it's absolutely worth getting that character up, getting Darth Revan to like Relic. I took him and Karen and HK to Relic 4 and just left them there, and then I just brought Malak up to Relic 4 now that they're in a home together. But I like the Grievous. You've got a lot of mixed gears, 11s and 12s, which is just about right. You're super far from either Galactic Legend. This is one of those ones where I genuinely think by the time you're getting ready to get, maybe getting ready to get like someone like Kylo or Rey. I mean, obviously you're really far from both of them. So just on starring alone, you're like 4 months away, and then there's gearing and stuff. So I wouldn't bother for this set of Galactic Legends, honestly. I'd work on getting G12 and relics on the key characters in my account. I mean, I don't think you have too much flab there. Ooh, I totally missed HK was only gear 7. Jeez. Yeah, so like HK and Darth Revan they're the ones I'd focus on first for your account. Traya as well. I mean, those are the kind of key guys. In terms of what can you add to your account now that'll make your account better, it's getting those two up. That would be my first and foremost. Then it's like getting some of these G11s to G12s, picking the ones that you really want. Like Palpatine, Nuke, Dooku, that kind of thing, Jango, Talzin, Traya. Getting those kind of G11s up. Do you have Plo's ship fully done? I guess I have to go look at your ships. But anywho, let's go with the Galactic Republic. Well, yeah, he's got it all 7-starred. Yeah, you didn't get Night Sister Spirit, but you got Plo all done. Oh, Roody. Yeah. Obviously, Talia works. If you want to keep using her, that's totally fine. You could also get Acolyte. Acolyte can cause some issues. But other than that, I mean, your roster is pretty tight. There's a lot of like good high-end teams that have some relics and could really cause some problems at your GP level for other people in GAC. Obviously, you do pretty well in territory battles, territory wars. So yeah, that's really like the biggest thing I would say is trying to get some gear. Ooh, Wat Tambor needs to be up to G11. That needs to happen. But just a couple of a couple of key characters need to get worked on or are underway and need to be finished out, and that's kind of where you're at. I obviously you're really far away from either of the Galactic Legends. You're far away from Jedi Luke, so I don't really recommend chasing after those unless you really have some sort of pathing to there. Obviously, the lack of Wampa is going to be a problem. Oh, that's right. You can only find Wampa by going like this. Or you could type it correctly, which I am now doing. Yeah. No units match current filter. Yeah, that's about right. So yeah, I mean that's really about it. You're working on Hive Bomber, nice. Working on Vulture Droid, nice. You've got the bugs, right? Yeah. You've got bugs leveled up. So you're ready to rock and roll when you get your like an unlock of Malevolence after you finish Negotiator. That's good. That gives you another fleet. I mean, fleet wise, I got nothing. You seem to have it right. Oh, did you actually upgrade Chimera? Oh, nice. So you can run Chimera with bugs. I like it. I like it. So yeah, that gives you a couple of really good fleets there. Well, I mean, like I said, there's not all that much I can really recommend. It seems like you're doing everything in a kind of the right way. I didn't really expect any different because we've talked about your roster before. I mean, yeah. Like, I genuinely don't have much else to say other than, finish out your Sith trio and gear up your Sith Empire, and then that'll make you even more successful in GAC. So they're both extremely useful teams on offense, even on defense, really, because they can trip up opponents. And, I mean, that's literally about it. I can't really say anything else. I mean, let's check your health here. Only 160, 77. You're all, you've got 560, 560. That's something I'm seeing. This might be low on 6E mods, so that'd be something to focus on with your currency from, say, the GACs. That gold currency turns into 6E mods for me, and I've been using that pretty exclusively just to try to get more. Yeah, not a 1. That's going to be probably the biggest thing I'm going to recommend is getting a few more 6E mods for your account, trying to focus on that a little bit more. And I mean, ultimately, I think that's going to be like the biggest improvement you can make. Like when I'm just starting to look at that, looking at characters. Yeah, only 2. But yeah, you need those offense mods succeed for Han. Yeah, you need some, 6E mods. 6E mods. So yeah, focusing on 6E mods is going to be the biggest thing I think you should take away. Using that GAC currency, only buy the gold slicing mats for 6E mods, slice yourself up some mods. I would like to see, in the next couple 100,000 GP, I want to see at least like 20 or 30 more 6E mods. Like let's start getting some. Start putting on your big boy pants with the modding. Otherwise, I mean, it looks like pretty decent for speed and everything like that. But yeah, 6Es are a game changer. So definitely highly recommend that. Anyway, I think honestly that's about all I can really say. Like I said, I don't see anything that's really wrong. I don't see anything that I wouldn't have done, except for that fast set on Echo. I don't think that's a good move. Maybe swap Echo set with Arc set straight up, because Arc is actually decent when he's fast. Because Echo's there to assist everybody, so he doesn't really need to be fast. Just like Fives, he just doesn't need to be fast. You don't need to get the grenade out any faster, but getting Arc's turret firing on somebody else, like the best speeding for. I mean, it would be too much. I don't know if your account would be able to do it to keep Rex fast. But the best you could do on a General Skywalker team is having Arc Trooper faster than Rex. That right there is the sex. If you can get that, so if you could swing that, you would find that your team is a lot better. Just from the simple fact you get the turret on Rex. Rex gives his TM up. That fires a shot, clears off a taunt. So if there's a pre-taunt, you're getting right through it. If they're running like GBA with Darth Revan or something like that, you're knocking that taunt off. And then GBA doesn't counterattack the turret. So all of a sudden you have free reign to go and smack one of their characters after Rex opens up. So you're there until basically Brute gets a turn. You're just able to open up on them, so you can take out their Karen really fast. That's like my best. That's probably the best advice I can give is all of that little bit on the modding really, and then just continue out what you're working on because you seem to be working on the right stuff, and that's about that really. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Thanks for listening, and take care.